I warned you about compassion, Gohan. You won't see any of it from me. Hey guys, divert here, and today I am here continuing where I left off with what if King Piccolo survived? And, well, keeping up right where we left off, as we know, Gohan has just managed to secure his first Dragon Ball from Guru, as well as get his hidden potential unlocked, which, needless to say, he's going to be needing that very soon, considering that Piccolo and Vegeta are already on their way, and Gohan really doesn't have anywhere really that he can run. So before Gohan could really take off, he's already surrounded by King Piccolo's elite and Vegeta and King Piccolo, who are very quickly closing in. So Gohan pretty much deciding to throw the Dragon Ball back towards Nail, because yes, Nail is luckily close by, and Gohan pretty much powers up to take on King Piccolo's elite, which it's not turning out like it used to. There was a time that the elite, actually just prior to the Gohan's power up, the elite were able to defeat Gohan. Mind you, 3-on-1. But now with Gohan's increased power, thanks to Guru awakening his sleeping energy, he's even more powerful than all three of them now, and is taking them on no problem. And of course, as we know, that's only the tip of the iceberg. Gohan's powers are going to increase so much so in a quick amount of time. After all, by the time we get to the when we think of the original battle towards Frieza, Krillin and Gohan were able to go toe to toe with Frieza in his first couple of forms. So it goes to show that it's not just one power up you get when your sleep powers get awakening. It slowly happens throughout, and the power up gets more and more. Of course, you could explain the fact that Gohan's a Saiyan and copped a few beatings from Frieza, but Krillin? Come on. So essentially with that, they're not doing too good, and by the time King Piccolo and Vegeta show up, who have of course stashed their Dragon Balls away someplace else, King Piccolo can't help but be proud of his former pupil finally be able to get one over his elite. So a bit of sense of pride with King Piccolo, but Gohan is still a traitor nonetheless, and we've got to deal with traitors, don't we? Oh yes, we do. So Gohan does end up in a fight between Vegeta and King Piccolo. Now, Gohan's power-up did manage to give him a power-up enough to fend off King Piccolo's elite, who had been called off of the battle, but against King Piccolo and Vegeta together, it's not so good, looking so good with Gohan, and it's basically to the point where Nail basically has to step in, and which definitely evens up the battle, because both Vegeta and King Piccolo, even fighting together, do not have the power to best Nail. Nail, after all, he could battle with certain members of the Ginyu Force if he had to. That's how powerful Nail was. He was roughly around the Ginyu Force's level, and Vegeta hasn't even taken a big beating yet from Zarbon or any of that, so he doesn't have any of those extra power-ups at this point of the story. He's just got that Zenkai boost that he got from battling with Goku on Earth. Or in this case, Goku and the others on Earth. He's still stronger than King Piccolo, though. And still stronger than Gohan, at least at this point. Only at this point. And, well, suddenly, the fight between the team of Gohan and Nail versus the team of King Piccolo and Vegeta is come to a halt when they suddenly sense this really high power level approaching them. Not just one either, it's a bunch of high power levels. Vegeta knows who these guys are right away. Damn it! I thought we would have had more time. It's Frieza and his gang. You, Namekian. You're referring to me, Nail answers. Hand me that Dragon Ball or we're all doomed. And well, King Piccolo has no choice but to agree with this because the powers he is sensing at this point are just, well, completely ridiculous. You know, he thought Vegeta and Goku's power was ridiculous. This is ridiculous upon ridiculous upon ridiculous. Not to mention the Ginyu Force is also with Frieza. Listen, unless I wish for immortality right now, we're all in big trouble. Look, I promise not to harm any more of your people. I won't harm the brat, just hand me the Dragon Ball. And at this point, Vegeta is actually telling the truth. Even King Piccolo is pleading with Nail, just do as he says. And you know, it's not like Gohan really to see King Piccolo so scared. So maybe there's something to it. So pretty much with that, we go gives him the Dragon Ball. Great! Now I can wish for immortality. And Gohan's thinking, but what about the guys you harmed on Earth? How are they going to come back? And this is where Nail speaks up and says, you know you get more than one wish, right? Yeah, the Namekian Dragon Balls, you get 3 wishes. You can wish for immortality, and the boy here can wish for what he wants. And King Piccolo can, of course, get what he wants too. It's a no-brainer. Alright, if only they knew that sooner. And, well, even though King Piccolo is from Namek originally, he doesn't know the name of the dragon, nor does he know how to summon him. It's not like as a child back when he was the nameless Namekian, that he got to ever do that. No, he was vacated off the planet. So, by Guru's command, Dende is asked to accompany the Earthlings to get to the Dragon Balls and make their wish. And they better hurry up because that Frieza's spaceship is basically about to head into orbit right now. So it is pretty much a race against time, with Gohan adding his collection to the Dragon Balls. The unlikely trio can summon the Eternal Dragon, and well, King Piccolo decides to let his little pupil go first. You're really gonna wish back those weaklings? Huh, fine, very well. And well, unfortunately, this is where the problem sets in because they can only do one at a time. And as we know, King Piccolo used the Dragon Balls to restore his memories of the nameless Namekian, so he could find out all he could about planet Namek. And more importantly, where he came from. So they're out of commission. So only one of them is going to get the immortality. And well, as much as Gohan and King Piccolo could argue about it, or Vegeta could argue about it, Vegeta is way too strong for either of them to handle, so it's pretty much clear that Vegeta is going to get the immortality at this point. However, after the 2 wishes, well, I think we know what happens next. Guru decides to kick the bucket. So Tien and Chaozu have their lives restored on Earth. Meanwhile, yep, the dragon has died. And well, basically, Vegeta and friends are greeted by the Ginyu Force along with Lord Frieza. No point in getting Dodoria and Zarbon into this, because at this point, everyone there could take on Zarbon and Dodoria. And, well, when it comes to a battle against the Ginyu Force, it is not looking good for our trio of heroes right now. Especially when you got Goku, Goku and friends who are still on their way to Namek. They're not too far off, but whether or not they're actually going to make it on time is actually quite the stretch. And, well, Frieza decides that, they are not to kill the Namekian. Perhaps he could give them some information about these Dragon Balls. After all, they don't know that the wishes have been granted, but they did sort of catch wind before he died, what Vegeta was doing on Namek. So, yeah. Frieza does know about the Dragon Balls, but he doesn't know they've already come and gone. So, Frieza is looking forward to pretty much torturing the information out of King Piccolo, while Gohan and Vegeta are forced to battle with the Ginyu Force on their own. And since some more time has passed, some more of Gohan's power has been awakened since. So Vegeta and Gohan are able to deal with Gildo no problem, but dealing with the others is proving to be quite the struggle. And, well, with Raccoon giving them quite the beating, it's, yeah, Vegeta and Gohan are pretty much nearly beat at this point. However, then Gohan gets a glimpse of something, because King Piccolo isn't telling Frieza a thing. Frieza loses his patience and delivers a death beam towards King Piccolo, and Gohan witnesses this. And this puts the young man in a sudden state of shock. A lot of people saying things that made little sense. Well, then the next thing you know, the hair of little Gohan began to glow in yellow, and it is Super Saiyan time for him. And he screams so loud that it just got me going. La 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 la. Even the Ginyu Force, they had to die. If you guys actually got the reference to that song, I'll be surprised. In fact, let's make that a bit of a game. If anyone who got the reference to the song I was just sort of parodying there, leave it in the comments. But bottom line is, it is Gohan, Super Saiyan time for Gohan, and that is where we're going to be leaving things. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this little quick addition? Will the addition of Gohan's Super Saiyan powers be enough to stop the Ginyu Force? And how will he be able to fare against Frieza? Remember, Gohan has been weakened already from battling with the Ginyu Force. But of course, as we know, Goku was pretty weakened when he battled Frieza when he transformed, and that didn't seem to do much to him. So, who knows? As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to share the video around. leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys next time for the next part.